welcome to another Who's He video podcast, and this is a little bit different this time because we're going to do some reaction videos, and hopefully this will be the first in a series of reaction videos. And for this series I'm joined by Scott. Hello Scott.
Hi.
Yes, hello everybody, So we're going to do some Doctor Who stories that Scott's never seen before, so we can see what his reaction is, and of course, yeah, I've seen them all, but there we are. Well, ones that haven't been recovered anyway. So what we're going to do this week, Scott?
Well, we're going to react to the Sontaran Experiment and maybe do another episode of another one, maybe?
Well, we're going to do Sontaran Experiment episode 1 this time, and then we'll do episode 2, I think, hopefully for next week, won't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. No point doing single parts, let's do complete stories.
What should we do for the next week as a spoiler for YouTube?
Oh, I don't know yet, we'll think about that, we'll have to advertise it. And tucked in the corner there is Spike the cat. Just sees his tail and bottom. So there you are. So he's just having a little nap. So we're going to press play then on episode 1 of the Sontaran Experiment. So I'm just going to pick up the old remote control and we're going to press play right now. So if you want to watch along with us, please do. So here we go. Okay. Opening titles. My favourite opening titles, these ones.
I prefer the 80s ones because they're loud and flashy. It makes me laugh because on Collins Baker one, on one of the Doctor's ones, look at Tom Baker's face.
I know.
It's like,
very serious.
yes.
Like that.
But he was actually a little bit of a silly Doctor.
Oh, he was good, Tom Baker. I think I love these titles. That's mine when I was little.
It is true that before they cast Tom Baker as the Doctor, it was actually another person who was another like 4 people who other doctors there were other people who were actually going to be other doctors before that, but then they just casted the people they wanted definitely to be.
Yeah, they were going to be. They're going to cast an older actor, weren't they?
Yeah.
Ron Moody. It was Fagin in Oliver. Do you know the musical Oliver?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was him, Fagin. He was going Ron Moody, the actor.
Yeah,
there we go, the Doctor at last. Here we are, in the middle of Dartmoor.
Is that? Wait, why do they call it an alien planet? It's Earth.
They're not calling it an alien planet. It is Earth.
Why can't Harry teleport properly?
Because it's gone a bit wonky. Doctor fixes it in a minute, or tries to.
Are you coming or going?
Or coming or going, or going or coming.
A bit like a Morse message, slightly scrambled.
Yes. Well, let's get
It looks cold and windy there, doesn't it?
It doesn't look rainy though.
Very nice though.
Yes, I can see you're busy, but
What if it looks like that there now?
No, probably not. It's probably full of buildings.
Probably a car park. Oh, there's Sarah Jane's legs.
it's not only oscillating, it's ellipsing as well.
This is your first Harry Sullivan story as well.
That's not true. I've watched all the clips of season.
Oh, you watched clips, but you never watched
All
a
the
proper episode. Then.
Sorry, Spiky, got to make it down
Yeah, last Sarah Jane.
there. Why does she fall onto the ground? There's not even a teleporter there.
Harry, I'm not.
That is a good point, actually, Scott. There is no teleporter there, so I don't know how she got over there.
say you're not hurt, are you?
You would have thought she'd come inside the circle.
Yeah. How did she come upside down there?
Don't know. It's called comedy, Scott.
It wasn't very funny though.
Why? Because nobody farted or something like that? Because that's what makes you laugh, isn't
Yeah. As you know, we're actually wearing pyjamas because it is actually night. So
It is night time,
it looks
yes.
daytime because
Yes.
even at 9 o'clock.
People would be distracted by Spike wagging his tail.
Let's hold it there.
He's all right.
Glorious,
Because his face like.
beautiful unswept countryside. No one sets foot here for thousands of years.
What you're trying to say is that you're busy.
Yeah, wants you to push off. Go on.
I'd phrase it more.
Why does he want you to push off?
He's busy. He's trying to fix the transmat beams.
While we're here, coming, Sarah.
So they go for a little wander, and then the magic happens.
And then it becomes really weird. Harry falls down and it becomes really stupid and combative. Then what?
Well, does he? See what happens.
This is the part what makes me laugh so badly because he falls down there and doesn't even break anything. Like,
So you've only seen this clip, basically.
I've seen that. I've only seen the part 2 clip. I've only seen all the clips. part
Oh,
2.
I see.
They don't show any part 1 clips.
Have you ever watched the whole episode before? Not really. No.
Why does he fall down there? It's really.
He hasn't fallen down yet. Let's react to the bit when he falls down, not before.
But why does he fall down though?
You're not supposed to have seen this before, Scott.
Little dolly sticks. Well, it'll all change
See?
when they get down from nerve.
Checking all the bracket, knows it's been broken, he knows there's someone there before.
Of course there was.
No, they don't know that.
I can't hear anything.
Her face is like, what the heck?
Oh, there you go, look. There's someone.
What was that? A fat Sontaran? Okay,
No.
thing.
No.
Oh, come
Or
on,
is it a
Sarah,
person?
you're imagining things. Look, Sarah.
That's a good look, Harry Sullivan there. Blazer, cravat, Farrah's.
Does he ever change?
No, he wears it all the time.
This dude's gross.
People didn't change their outfits in old Doctor Who, mate. They just wore the same thing week in, week out.
Come on.
Apart from Romana and Sarah Jane. Yeah, that is true.
Hmm.
Why did they change so much?
Don't know. Makes sense.
Because you were there for like 2 days each planet, so...
Yeah. Who's that?
Shoot, the P.
No, it's Terry Walsh.
Why is...
Stuntman.
Why is he playing as a not stunt person then?
What he does, he also play little bit parts, and then they do stunts as well. And then Terry Walsh doubles for Tom Baker in a fight scene. Why is that funny? You scared the cat with your laugh there.
Because it was stupid.
No, see, he just slips. It was a trap.
Why was it a trap?
Well, I think you find out later on.
Boom.
Guy, a stranger. What? Sake's watching him down by that circle. Thought maybe Burrow locked him out. No, he's not
I do like their spacesuits. They look pretty cool.
The thing is,
Well, they
that
made the helmet collar actually part of the suit rather than just sort of just hanging off like they usually do.
they look like
That's the
the
costumes.
70s ones, but when you look back at another TV program like Space 1999, they don't even get the costumes right.
Oh, I see.
I'm stuck, aren't I?
It was actually set in the 80s.
Harry, there's something wrong here. The edge of this hole's been
See, it's a trap.
Of course it has. That's why I felt. Oh, yes, I know what you mean. Deliver a trap, eh?
I'm going to fetch the doctor.
All right, well,
Yeah, just leave Harry down in the pit.
That's a bit stupid.
No, in the pit.
The pit.
I like this robot as well.
Oh my, what is that metal non-scary robot? How you
Oh no, I like it because it's an actual proper working model they
No,
built.
seriously, it looks a bit flimsy, so you
It
could,
is very flimsy,
you
but
could just do this in the face. Bow, bow, man. Like,
gets on a fair old lick though, doesn't it? See, it looks like a bit like the Smash robots.
oh!
Why is that funny?
Because these people are being really stupid. They might go to the edge if they're gonna fall off. They know that as well.
Well, he was running away, had nowhere else to go, did he?
When he could have walked down the slope.
Not really. Well, looking at that angle, he probably could have done.
Is that real gravel?
Yes, of course it is. This is all filmed outside. There's no studio.
The weird thing is that most episodes are filmed in a studio, but then all the classic ones with you see
All the studio were mainly filmed in the studio with a little bit of
the
outside
thing
footage.
is when you see Tom Baker in those clips, like sometimes it goes fuzzy and makes it look like he's in an animated. Makes it look like he's animated. So
Animated?
sometimes the clips go weird and you see white around him a little bit.
Oh
and
no,
then-
that's just CSO, mate. That's nothing to
does that
do.
mean?
That's the colour separation overlay. It's where they try to do special backgrounds and it didn't quite work. This is all filmed on video. It was quite rare to do all outside video.
Must have had trouble connecting to the whatever it was. Having to get proper Wi-Fi to.
There's no Wi-Fi then, mate.
But how could they?
Cables. There are cables everywhere.
Aren't
Big
they-
batteries and
You
stuff.
can't plug it in though because there's no.
No, that's why they had
connection.
big batteries to power everything and generators.
She's not really helping, just shouting doctor.
Do you think you get any Wi-Fi signal in the Dartmoor anyway?
No.
No, exactly.
Why is she just shouting doctor like he's...
Well, she's left his sonic screwdriver behind. Where's he gone?
Well, she knows he's not dead because he's only
she
just
doesn't know.
regenerated. Harry, that's really dumb. Why run? Why did you run for again?
You were talking too much. I don't know.
I think you run because he got shot by something.
Oh, Sarah's on her own now.
Why?
Well, Doctor's off. Harry's off.
Well, Doctor's practically half dead. So, in that.
He's unconscious. He's just a stun gun.
Tom Baker always gets unconscious, and then there's sometimes it's like fake regenerations. You think they're going to regenerate, but then Tom Baker was the longest running Doctor, so I would be surprised if there was
They
another
didn't
one.
do fake regeneration every time some of the Doctor got knocked out.
The 12th Doctor did one. Wait, was that
No, that was a
fake?
trick.
Was that fake bullets?
No. Yeah, it was kind. Yeah, it was fake bullets. Yes.
And how did you...
Anyway, let's talk about this one, not 12th Doctor.
What's up with the outfits and the multicoloured things?
It's just backpacks, isn't it?
Backpacks.
Backpacks of the future.
Backpack. Everything you need. I got backpack. Dora the Explorer.
He doesn't look much like Dora the Explorer, Scott.
Backpack. Backpack. Everything you need inside of this
All right.
backpack.
Crewmates.
Who was he? Here he is again.
Who was it? Surgeon knows someone's not going to be down there now, so why is she
Yeah.
grabbing a stick when she knows no one's down there?
You might have heard a motorbike going past then, actually. We've got the windows open, it's rather warm in here. And some idiot wants to keep up and down the road on his motorbike. So apologies if that came out.
So, it's interesting bit if you live in a quiet area. Wait, I don't know what Sarah Jane's being reminded of. Ronald McDonald.
Ronald McDonald?
she's
Never like
wearing-
Ronald McDonald.
Because she's wearing yellow and red. And crazy people.
Here he is again, flimsy robot.
He's not really helping her. He's just like, you should tap her and say, run, run.
Well, if she did that, she's screaming, it will just bring that to her place. That's why. See, it looks a proper working thing. It moves up and down and spins off.
The thing is, why did
I like
Companion
it.
scream so loud?
Although you can see a little bit of fishy wire doing something. I don't know what that's doing,
I
but
see that. Why
I
is
thought the
that?
extras again on.
That robot looks like one of those aliens from outer space, like those NASA stuff.
Not what?
Like those NASA stuff you get on the TV news round and that.
Oh, I'll see.
News round, everything you need.
He's a little bit mad with his toupee.
Okay, my name is Sarah. What's yours?
Is he mad after he got tortured like 6
Yeah,
times?
yeah.
Why did he get tortured? Why
The
don't they just?
Sontaran does it, doesn't it?
Why don't they just remove the thing what they're being tortured with that grabs
Well,
them?
they can't, can they?
I can't hear what they're saying.
We've got to have it too loud. We've got to have it coming out of the video.
The machine serves him, captures my crewmate.
Who says who?
The thing in the
Otherwise, we get copyright claims. We can't have that.
Don't worry, it won't get blocked out. That happened to me before. Don't worry. You don't get blocked out. You just get a warning next time not to put the copyright in it.
for torture. I got away.
Ooh. They're not bones. They're alien
It was a
fingers.
burn.
You're saying?
He killed Heath and Spleer.
They put fire in them.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
I think I'm beginning to. Look, take me to these rocks.
No.
This is them after being tortured. Don't talk to me.
One of your friends.
That was me when I slipped out of the box.
Yeah, that's not.
I saw them
Yeah. It's not nice being tortured, Scott. You need to read up on that and find out it's not a nice thing to do to people.
I know, but it is good to make a joke
No,
about.
it's not good to make a joke about it. It's not. That's why you need to read about it.
What does it even mean? Dun,
To deliberately hurt somebody to make them talk or give you information.
dun, dun. Yeah, but that's evil because even the Doctor does that, and he's a good guy.
No, he doesn't. The Doctor doesn't torture people.
Time Lord has though. Like the Master and that.
Yeah, that's the bad guy. Doctor's not a bad guy, is he?
Is it true that all the Time Lords looked into like that untempered schism
Well,
thing
according to the new series, yes.
and then went crazy and then just like some of them ran off, some of them became bad guys, then some of them just went crazy, some of them just wanted to go do bonkers.
But there is a transmat beam from Space Station Nerva. From where? Space Station Nerva.
So he's talking about Space Station Nerva from the previous story.
Why?
Like the Ark in space.
Wait, did they come from that then? Wait.
Yeah, all the stories follow into the second, third, and fourth all follow into one another.
We could have. What about Terror of the Zygons?
No, that doesn't.
Was that one a separate season?
That's the next season.
Why was that one a separate? I don't know why, but shouldn't it be?
Can we talk
more...
about this one rather than Terror of the Zygons? We'll save that for another day.
Why shouldn't it be more like companions leave at the end of the series instead of at another start of the series? That just makes no sense.
Well, no, Terror of the Zygons was supposed to be the end of this series, but they carried it over.
That's a bit. Because in classic, like example, that season they only put like 4 or 3 episodes in it because like John Pertwee's and Tom Baker's their episodes were really, really long.
Yeah.
It could be 6 parts, 4 parts, 8 parts, 12 parts like the Daleks Master Plan. Although Colin Baker's parts were the longest ones. So like, what else?
And whose hand is this?
A fat Sontaran's red-brown hand. It's an egghead.
Here we go again.
Oh, there it is. It looks like it has fish tentacles. Oh.
See, look, it's a good. I think it's a good prop. That I like that.
I
I want to have a word said against it.
I have against it why it has like those fish things that go.
Whiskers.
Yeah, that. That looks like Stonehenge.
As I say, it's in Dartmoor in Devon.
I'm missing half of the words they're saying. I'm not really catching up with what they're saying.
Listen harder then. Come on, sit back. Need to put the square of the video there. You'll lean right into it.
Wait for the Earth to cool down again.
So, Earth's cooled down and they've never come back. A nerve has never been found.
It's like one of the Bee Gees. It's like Robin Gibb.
I reckon if it ever existed, it got burnt up in the sunburn.
Actually, they are the Bee Gees. They've all got. I just realised that's Barry Gibb, that's Maurice Gibb, and there's Robin.
Look it up.
Hmm?
Want proof.
Proof of what?
If they're actual Bee Gees.
No, not the Bee Gees. Just mucking about, Scott. They do look like the Bee Gees.
Sarah Jane purposely fell over for no reason what?
Ross, if you're in Varro's crew, why are you so frightened of him?
He's been to the rocks. I saw.
What do you mean, you saw?
The alien let him go. You understand? Burrow's hooked.
Oh, he's going away, see.
Why does she
He's saying
think?
that Vorl's a traitor.
Why does she think it's a lynx?
Oh, well, she saw the first time she saw a Sontaran was with John Pertwee in the Time Warrior. Well, Sontarans are clones, aren't they? Meant to look the same, so she thinks it's lynx. But we haven't got to that bit yet. Stop watching clips on YouTube. You ruin the story for yourself.
Wasn't actually watching it. It was because we had to do it like 10 times for it to get
Oh,
right,
okay.
so. Spiders!
Clock expert, horologist actually, and chronometrist. I just love clocks. Atomic clocks, war quartz clocks.
Why does he have like different colour sideburns?
Don't know.
Well, no.
Was he originally ginger and
No.
dyed his hair brown or something?
That was to some people. They grow a beard and it's a different colour to their hair.
Like you?
Well, it's not exactly hair colour, is it? That's just
There's part of you is
baldness.
grey and the other part of you is a little bit ginger, so.
And the rest of
not
it's bald.
like colour.
Yeah,
There.
yeah. Nothing there.
And see, I have lots of hair.
There goes that motorbike again.
Shut up,
He's an
motorbike.
idiot. He'll turn around a minute and come back down. Oh, look, Sarah Jane peeping behind us. I don't know if anyone can see in that big yellow outfit she's wearing.
Yeah, why did she take it off? Why does she need that on? How are they managing to change?
They're not. Not in this story, Scott.
How do they change in the next story?
In
then?
they don't. Sarah's still wearing that in the next story. She gets changed halfway through. Anyway, don't worry about the next story. Worry about this one.
Well, sir, if you are one of the old people, we're not taking any orders from your...
You want to talk about other stories apart from this one?
It's interesting. It gives me
Half a galaxy now. You've done nothing for 10,000 years while we made an empire.
Ooh.
that's
Bit of acting there.
some crazy shiz.
Mother Earth rubbish.
Hey, look! It's Ross! Hey, Rossi! Hey! Hey, look! It is Ross!
So he doesn't want to go after him because he knows that he's a traitor.
So Jane comes along. There's nothing to save the day apart from she's not really doing a lot. She grabs a random
She's
sword.
trying to cut him loose.
Look into the other person then.
Conduct explain later.
All I'm gonna say is don't put the clips of the violence part in. Don't,
Saw him. Plain as daylight.
because
What?
Like that.
there's like a violence in part of it. So don't put
Oh,
the clips in,
okay.
but not
Why?
the violent clips. Because
Well,
it's
people want to see the violent clips, Scott.
there.
People like watching the violent bits. That's the exciting bits.
That's the scary bits for me.
I don't think people want to see the Bee Gees running up a hill.
Freak.
Actually, Bee Gees.
No, Scott, I'm joking. It's not the Bee Gees. Get your feet still. Kick it into the camera.
What? 1 toe, 2 toe, 3 toe. And then you got.
Anyway, let's watch this, eh? Never mind about how many toes you've got.
I found your sonic screwdriver, Doctor. The priest.
That looks like a toy gun.
Well, it is a toy gun.
Keep your eyes peeled.
That was a weird laugh. That was solid.
Couldn't have climbed out.
Not without help.
That machine you told me about. Would that have lifted
No, the doctor does something stupid though. He falls down as well, doesn't he?
Stupid doctor. Why does Sarah Jane look like a Ronald McDonald but mixed up colours? Because she's yellow and red.
Where's the red?
It's on her shoes. There's red on her shoes. You're colourblind, that's why you
Yeah, I
can't
know.
see.
There's not a lot of red there, Scott. She's wearing yellow waterproofs. Even I can tell that, and I'm colourblind.
I can't say I blame him for being wary of friend Voodoo at any rate.
What colour is Tom Baker's scarf then?
Multicoloured.
No, it's brown.
There's different colours on it, Scott. Who's colourblind now then?
I didn't say the scarf. I didn't say the scarf, I said
The
the
scarf.
coat. What colour is the coat?
The coat is brown, but you said his scarf.
You be careful, Doctor.
Doctor, don't!
So I mean, that was a bit silly.
Stupid. Sarah Jane just makes these shocking sounds like.
All right.
Fall down the hole, it's the bestest thing to do.
Yeah, what? Yeah, why don't you look? Then you got near that hole you want him to go to. Why don't you lure it to the hole, mate? Might as well throw his toupee at it.
And Harry Sullivan just goes up and breaks it like. Boom.
Cool, what happens here? That's where he finds the other guy. Oh no, he spies what goes on, doesn't he?
Oh,
Ooh. What's that?
a sanitarium pad. Why is it silver, but a new who it's silver and purple?
They changed it.
Teaser, guys, the new Sontaran season 30, series 13 is going to be golden.
Scott, don't talk about the next series. That's a spoiler. We don't do spoilers on the Who's He podcast. You remember that. We don't do spoilers.
Sarah, are you there?
Well, they ruin it for people who haven't seen those photos. Here we go. This is a bit I remember when I was a kid, when I watched it, when I was 4 or 5 when this came out.
Why is it one of them let go of the Sontaran and one of them don't allow to let go?
Yeah. Links. It's just music. It scares the little goes like that. Like that. Wow, there he is. Lynx.
Hello, potato!
There we go. And the closing credits. So what do you think of that one then? You like that one? Not a lot happens in it though, is it? It's a bit of a slow start, that one. But...
Now time for commentary.
Yeah, I know.
Let's just call it episode 1 Sontaran Experiment / boring commentary part.
Boring commentary
Yes.
part. Well, I think what it mostly was you talk about other stories. You didn't want to talk about that one. Oh well.
Because there wasn't a lot to talk about though. It was just
Yeah, well, it was a lot of just sort of up and down rocks and falling down the same holes.
doing stupid stuff on purpose.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, doing silly things. So
But I think part 2 is better. I reckon it was going to be better.
it would be better. Okay. Well, we'll find out next week, won't we? We'll find out next week. Because, folks, that's the end of this particular episode. I hope you enjoyed watching that with us. So we'll be back next week with part 2 of the Sontaran Experiment. So until then, it's goodbye from me, Phil.
Goodbye from Scott.
Yeah, goodbye.